Hello. Alrighty. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Unguided Hardcore Character Knowledge Only. A bit of RP. I have set my game difficulty down to 0. I didn't realize it was on 50 for quite a while, and it turns out that's why I was getting like one shot by shit, and why I couldn't beat, the egg miners. Yeah, I'll keep playing hardcore, but with 0. So let's get straight back in. This is a fresh character, and we're going to be going in with fresh character with probably Redguard will be the way. Let's skip this cutscene because it's very loud. Let's hope that we didn't crash. Okay, beautiful. We did make it through. And old mate. So I just got a Steam pop up. I'm not sure if that shows on stream. It doesn't. I might have to disable that because that is annoying as shit.
Quiet. Here comes the car. This is where you get off. Come with me.
Can we sneak past? Oh, just missed it. I think I'm turning in too far, and it's taking me into a sidestep mode, and I'm losing my momentum there. Anyway, it shouldn't happen again, because this character's not going to die. This character's not going to die straight away, are they? Ooh, took a left step there. I've played this game a number of times. I don't think I've ever seen him take a step. Wild. Now, we're going to go for the chopper and the receding hairline. I think it's a fairly good look overall. Redguard, so we're going to take a custom class here, which I'm calling Envoy. And it prioritizes survivability and cross-country survivability in particular. It's kind of a justification for the build that I end up needing to play, but it also works with our roleplay. It also works with our roleplay of being sent by the Emperor and actually committing to, fulfilling the role. So we're going to take strength and endurance for a high starting HP. We'll take major skills in block, in long blade, in medium armor, in speechcraft, and in athletics. And then minor skills, we'll take armorer, we'll take mercantile, we'll take restoration, we'll take alteration, and we'll take security. And so the flavor of this kind of character class is like, this is a hardy cross-country adventurer who is versed in statecraft, and they have been imprisoned along the way. They've been released from prison and sent by the Emperor to Morrowind, even though it's under isolation and under quarantine. So we know what it's about. We're being sent here for a stability of the Empire and to support. We'll take the lady here for plus personality, plus endurance. We've been sent by the Empire to support the stability and cohesion of Vardenfell into the Empire. So the kind of flavor of this is somebody who ostensibly, like, if they were a little bit more combat focused, they could be a knight. If they're a little bit more day-to-day focus. They could be a politician. The game doesn't really host those kind of things, although the game is very political. If they're a little bit less athletic, they could be a security guard, things like that. But very much being a strong person in the right places. And so hopefully we don't crash here. I have had a couple of crashes involving... I just love starting with 50 speed, or 40 speed here. It feels like it's moving quickly for 40 speed. What's going on there? Okay. Let's grab all our bits and bobs here. And hopefully we don't crash there. Yes, we didn't crash. Beautiful. There's a crash I've been having there when the game, when more than one character are loaded. So we'll look to get a little bit of cash here with our first small chest. Got it in 3. That's a great sign. The game will make us pick these things up. And so diegetic or character knowledge only, what does that mean? It means unless somebody tells us about something, I'm not going to impose that on my character. I've played this game before. I've gone to a lot of locations and found a lot of the items and things like that. I'm not going to take that kind of like rogue-like my own game knowledge and impose that on the player. I might find justifications for why my character's roleplay will lead them to certain information, but ideally, our character knows everything that they need to act on their own knowledge. And now, and part of this is, of course, like, we don't know what Vardenfell's about. We don't know what Morrowind's about. Maybe we're an envoy from, High Rock, or from, the Summer Isles or something. Before finding our way into prison and then being re-released. But we hear about a lot here. We hear about the Census and Excise Office. We hear about Balmora and the information about the Balmora. We hear about Alone, the scout, and Alone's a great hint here for actually learning about the map. I think a lot of people actually skip her because you play it a bunch. But we learn about Uriel's Trade House as well. We learn about Uriel Septim, who, of course, we probably know a fair bit about already. And we learn about the Empire, which we also probably know a fair bit about already. And coming into town, I just want to point out here why I've taken a character with very high endurance, very high personality. It's so we can, in character, justify going up to a stranger and saying, "Hi, Fargoth, nice to meet you," and just having a conversation with somebody. This is like, walking up to somebody, going about their business. They could be having a coffee at the cafe, or they could be having they could be on the job and just walking up and having a chat with them. It takes a level of extroversion that is bewildering in many, many ways. But Fargoth tells us about Uriel's Trade House, and Uriel has a great level of approval towards us, having met us and knows that we helped Fargoth out. So we'll take a sale here, see if we can get an extra 10 for it. Maybe that's a bit rich. Maybe 8? Yeah, beautiful. Now we're doing the buy some kit. So, we are committed to the job. And so we are going to treat our journey to Caius Coast Hades with some amount of urgency. We also, though, know that we are, stepping onto Vardenfell, we definitely need some kit. And one of the things we're definitely going to need is a scroll of Civi intervention. Just a nice get out of jail quick card, especially relevant when you're playing on like a hardcore character. And we're going to want some armor. You can take a cuirass here, a Nordic ringmail cuirass. And I don't believe there's going to be any other. Actually, we'll take the Imperial chain cuirass. What's that worth? 90 versus 80? Yeah, it's only a little bit more expensive. The armor rating's much higher. And we'll take a sword. We've got an iron long sword here for 40. We've got a iron saber 5 to 8, 4 to 16. Yeah, we'll take the iron saber here. It's a fair bit lighter as well. We also want a probe to get ourselves out of any situations. I don't think we're going to be able to afford another lockpick. We might be able to afford a spell though. Let's see if we can get this below 218. No, he's still not keen. Beautiful. Okay, we've got a little bit left over. Hopefully we can afford a spell, because he does have here Hearth Heal now. We're a bit short. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to buy Hearth Heal here, but we are going to be able to take the Silt Strider, so we don't need to worry too much. What time of day is it? It's 10 AM. Yeah, so we're definitely fine to take a journey on the Silt Strider out from here. Get ourselves up a little bit. It's obviously not the ideal gear to go cross-country adventuring, but it's good enough for taking the bus. And we do learn about the Silt Strider as well, for A, it being very large, and B, being told about it by a reel. We'll learn about the destinations, and yeah, we'll hear that this one does go to Balmora, which is where we want to be. We were told about Balmora in terms of the Caius Crusaders, and we have been given instructions to go to the South Wall Corner Club. Yeah, it might be in the name, but you know, how many names are actually like? I think we can try talking to a guard. Excuse me, to hear about the South. That's good directions. And they'll tell us it's on the east side of the Odai River, so we're going to get over there. Excuse me. And we get given directions to the South Wall, and we have it here. We can talk in. We can talk to the door host and ask about Caius Crusaders. We get told to ask for Bacola Closius, and we get told to chat with Closius, who is up here. We can ask about Caius Crusaders, and Caius Crusaders directions are given to us. I've died on a bunch of characters now, so I'm very used to this these couple of steps. But Caius is a dearth of information about the politics, and we do join the Order, the Blades. We're told to go and learn. So yes, we get given 200 gold, which is going to be great for getting around. We get told again about Elone, and we get told again about all these different groups: the Ashlanders, the guilds, the factions, Commander Tong, the houses. This character, we are asked to go find a cover story, and so it is a very good idea to go and get some of this going. I think in terms of cash, we do want to kit ourselves up. This character will be very, very good to join the Fighters Guild. And we can ask about training as well. So training here for unarmored speechcraft and hand-to-hand. So those are definitely worth knowing, especially unarmored, until we can get some gear. We do have 250 though. So we were just given, you know, quite a lot of information about the state of the town, and now our journal is full of directions. We also got told about Fort and Moonmoth as a marker for us to find our way around. I think in practice, the best cover stories are going to be for A, being a Fighters Guild mercenary, or when there is no reason for a mercenary to be around, we can be B, a pilgrim. So joining the Fighters Guild here and joining the Temple are going to be, I think, the smartest cover stories for our envoy kind of character class. And we would like to join the Fighters Guild. Sign me up. Let's get a contract for the Cave Rats. Love it. And we can also speak to Hashfat and Anabolus while we're down here. Say his name? Antibolus. Hashfat Antibolus. And Hasfat has a lot of information for us as well. So we learn about the Dwemer, we learn about Morrowind's history, we learn about the Nerevarine and the Sixth House as things that exist. And of course, we're also learning about the state of, political disunity that's going on here as well with the distant priests and the Ashlanders. Having a bit of a split loyalty between the Ashlanders and the Empire, which I suppose is to say that they're loyal to none of them. they're independent nomads. We've got an armory here, so let's check it out. And we are going to go into combat for the Fighters Guild. We have a little bit more cash. No point dying with it. Let's find a way to kit ourselves up. Now some boots seem cheap. I would love to get some greaves. We have a helm. We have braces are cheap as well. So let's check about some greaves. And that's already pricey. Okay, let's see if we can get it down to 220. What do you reckon, buddy? Okay, we push. Love it. So that's well on the way to a set of gear. We're going to take these rats on next. And given that the game difficulty is down to, 0, noting that the game difficulty can go down to -100 or +100. 0 is actually the default. So I've been playing for the last couple of days with the difficulty way up, which has been a massive pain. Because I was getting like 3 hit by these rats, which is crazy stuff. And here we go, we can ask about the cave rats. This is going to be great. I still don't have a spell or a heal, but I can equip Adrenaline Rush. Yeah, that looks much more like it. Beautiful. So there's one cave rat down. Let's go grab the others that are upstairs. Nice. She has 76 pillows in here, if you'd believe it. Now let's collect some payment. This is great. The difficulty slider in this game is not really what you might expect. It increases the damage you receive and decreases the damage that you deal. So, small adjustments go in both directions. But let's submit this one. Keep 100 gold. We're going to be able to buy some braces with this 100 gold. And we're also going to be able to take from the chest as well. So we'll hear about the egg poachers, hear about the Fighters Guild. And let's ask these fellas for a little bit of advice or anything like that. So we're being sought after from Moonmoth. Okay. Interesting. Hear about Red Mountain. This will be great to know when we need to go on a pilgrimage. And that's great because this person's a scout. There's a couple of these scouts around. If you just chat with them, you will get things like map markers and they will tell you about everything. Specific place. Yeah, lovely. Siltstrather, Nisus, Guild Guide. So we've just learned that the Guild Guide in the Mages Guild can be used to teleport ourselves around, which is great to know because it gives our character justification to join the Mages Guild, even though they are not a magic user, aside from a little bit of restoration, and that could be what we do to actually level up there. And we can train here. We can train block and medium armor and long blade. So she's a really great trainer for the skills that we have. If we see our map actually just got fairly developed in terms of having Nisus and the Ghost Gate and Caldera and Hla Od as well. We've also learned about this island up here and this inner sea over here as well. It's great. She told us that we can take from this chest as the Fighters Guild equipment chest, so I will take them from there. That'll be good for us as well when we go back to the armory here. We can sell him some of these hammers. Although I like keeping the hammers. They are good. Buddy, we need to strike a bit more of a deal. I need some boots. And I would like to sell you these hammers. And I would like to buy some braces. Let's see if we can get this down to 100. Not quite. Oh yeah, here's fine for it. And do you have a shield? Something cheap I can hold in front of myself. There we go. Yep. Alright, I'll give you a crisp, clean watermelon for it. Beautiful. So we are kitted up. We can sell him these arrows as well. For 90. Oh, I suppose I could have bought a bone meal shield. Oh no, there's quite expensive. Can we afford pauldrons? We cannot. So we're going to settle for this now. Kind of an ugly gear set, but it'll do us. Can make can make a couple more sales. Maybe we can swing back around and buy some pauldrons after selling these books. There's a bookseller just here. And Darvel, would you please buy my copy of On Morrowind and my copy of A Short History of Morrowind? Okay, we're getting nothing for those. Oh, she's got some new rumours for us. Baladus Dem Navani has studied Dwemer ruins all over Vardenfell. He's looking for books on the Dwemer. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Restore health, restore fatigue. Yeah, these are all fine. Let's go, now that we're geared up and we have some potions, let's go and fight some egg poachers. So we'll take the Fighters Guild for at least a little while until we're comfortable going to get the Dwemer lockbox. Now we might have to scout that one out a little bit. It is actually reasonably difficult, especially with a Malay only character, because there is a wizard defending the bridge where you reach the Dwemer ruins, and that wizard will kill us. There's also, I think, maybe like 8 or 9 bandits inside. It's quite a lot. I think we should be fine with it with Adrenaline Rush, especially because you can like rest up and use Adrenaline Rush immediately after. Like one combat, you just rest up for the next combat and use it again. We will take some XP where we can find it though. Here's a little bit of a scrib. Hey buddy. Gotcha. Now my character doesn't have any alchemical knowledge, which is something that maybe you could justify, like a person involved in politics probably should know a little bit about it. How do you fellas? They tell us about the egg miners, and we are going to head in. So we just told them about the state of the mine. We know that nothing is going to attack us except the foragers. These little fellas here, these are orange ones. I want to avoid hitting the Quama workers as well if we can, because the Quama workers are decently tanky. And naturally we don't want to touch the eggs at all. Where'd they go? There it is. Is it too dark in here? It is fairly dark, yeah. Maybe I should have a torch. I'm carrying a shield though, so a shield over a torch any day. Nice. Having a 50 on the long blade stat is really great there. 50, 40, 44-ish, 45-ish is where I kind of tend to start to feel like skills are actually worth having in this game. Much less than that, it almost feels like you don't have the skill like at all. I never really feel the difference between like 5 and 15 or 15 and 17 and things like that. Maybe because the attack speeds in this game are not really fast enough to see the like the hits in any kind of patterned way. But we'll just catch our breath before heading in here, because we don't know who's going to be in there. I mean, I do know who's going to be in there, but that character doesn't. So we're going to find in here, yes, you. Let's hit ourselves with the adrenaline rush. Oh, we got a block there, amazing. Adrenaline rush is so OP, man. But there's the two of these. They have some miner's picks. They are heavy and they are all worthless. So that's all good and dandy. Oh, we've got a... That's great. Let's go slightly deeper and see if there's anything else notable inside. I think there should just be a queen down here. But if these guys were living in here, they might have a little bit of a lair. And there is... There is some stairs inbuilt, but I suppose that these are mines as well. But what we're looking for here is like a campsite for their bandit camp. Hello? Long blade up to 51. That's sweet. I think we got to get a bit of block experience there as well. Yeah, we're blocked 3 times. Who are you? You're a miner. Beautiful. So they're not going to attack us out of the blue. That's interesting though. They just haven't gone into the other room. The egg poachers slipped by them there. I like with the egg poachers, they had to tell us a bunch of times they are bad guys. They had to reassure us. Because it's like, well, you know, this is essentially like a workers' dispute. And they've sent in a mercenary to murder them. So it's not exactly a great job to be doing. Oh, okay. So I see the mine wraps around, and they all hang out on the right hand side. But those poachers, they took the left hand side. Alright, let's head back to Balmora, and we will, thanks fellas, thanks for the directions earlier, we got them. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's head back and declare our victory, and that should hopefully get us enough to buy some pauldrons. And then from there we'll upgrade our gear into complete bone mold. Probably with a shield first, actually taking a medium shield as opposed to a chitin one. Although there's nothing wrong. It doesn't really matter what shield you're holding, I don't think. I don't think you need to have like a medium shield for your medium skill. Although it does help armor class in terms of actually blocking. I don't think it makes much difference. Bugs. What odd little creatures. Yeah, so as we're given license to go around, we will be probably joining the Mages Guild to use their teleportation services, and we'll probably be joining the temple as well as a justification for traveling with our cause, because our cause will be to pilgrim. Egg poachers. Here we go. 100 gold, 4 quality fatigue potions to kill 4 Telvanni agents. This one could be trouble. Can we talk about advancement? Ah, yeah, we're an apprentice. And a journeyman. Oh, beautiful. Alright. Let's ask about the Shulk egg mine. I don't like repeating myself. So, Thieves Guild, a local dark elf, 4 Telvanni agents, thefts and disappearances. And there we go. So we have our justification here to join the Thieves Guild job. It's not a Thieves Guild job. Yes, they are Thieves Guild. It's only murder if it's reported. Okay, thanks, Fire Eyes. So she's a very, very sus character. She's certainly not forthwith with us. let's go buy that gear first. And we do have our justification to go join the Mages Guild here because we need to travel to Caldera. And they have a teleportation service to Caldera. One of these, please. One of these, please. 252. Ah, man, that's a little bit steep. What about our 226? Oh, he accepts. Interesting. How do we have money left over?
Hello. I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Huh. Did the game just bug? I swore I only had 200. Oh no, now it's removed. Okay. There must have just been a little delay. I must have rendered too quickly. Okay, so we do have a full set of gear. Every spot is covered. Boots, greaves, cuirass, yes. Yep, the lot. Now, Telvanni agents. Shall we do Telvanni agents first, or shall we do Dwemer puzzle box? I don't really feel confident about either. Yes, let's join the Mages Guild. Now, do we need to pay? We do get access to this chest as well just by joining, so we will take advantage of that. Do we need to pay to get to Caldera? Is my question. Because we are tapped out. Travel. It is, yeah, it's 10 GP. Well, we'll make some connections here. Ajira, I'm not really interested in doing the quest line. It's been a long day. We arrived at like 5 AM and we've done a lot. So let's turn in. Gonna rest up and make an early start. Oh, I accidentally clicked until healed. Gonna rest up here and make an early start. And we do need to find 10 GP to continue our travels. That should be fine though, because we just need to find somebody to barter with and sell these potions. And Galbadia upstairs will bother with us, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And we can sell these shoes. We can sell this book. Cure common disease and severe. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, these are great. These are really, really good scrolls to have. Let's see if we can just get a little bit more out of it. Yeah, beautiful. So she's willing to buy the supplies that we got for free, which feels a little bit like, you know, embezzlement. That's okay. Caldera, here we come. Now, just teleported in. It's probably polite to introduce ourselves now that we've just teleported in. And here we are. We're going to head to the Caldera Ebony Mine. So southwest of the village of Caldera. There's an office, a bunkhouse, and a guard tower. So let's head over there.
Hello.
Oh, we do have 95 gold. We could consider buying a spell. What do you got there, buddy? Oh, we can sell some potions to you. Magica potions? Yeah, we can sell some magica potions, especially since we don't have any spells. Fortify willpower. And restore health, restore fatigue, restore health. Sure. Tell you what, will you give us 300 for those? Yeah, he will. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of cash all of a sudden. Maybe some spells are on the table. What are you selling? Fenric's Door Jam Lock. Weapon Eater. Swimmer's Blessing. Swift Swim. Swift Swim can definitely be good.
Is there something I can do for you?
What kind of spell do we need though? We need a restoration spell and an alteration spell. We're still only 15 in those, but it'll be good to get started. Man, this guy has some expensive spells. Imaze Chameleon, Great Feather. That's a good one. Recall. Recall is really incredible. I know it's here. We'll come back for it a little bit later, I think. It's not great without Mark, but we know where Recall is now. Need to be a high rank. Alright, what about you? Do you have a spell for us? No, you're just for traveling. Alright, well, it looks like maybe the crew here at this guild are not really the kind of people that I should be talking to. But they did tell us to head southwest of Caldera. A strange little kind of Tudor-esque town with a half timber. I suppose, yeah, that is a half timber, right? With a stone inlay, yeah. Southeast. So it's going to be on the other side of that there mountain. And, ooh, seeing some dangerous beasts already. So very keen to make sure we don't die here. Unfortunately, Adrenaline Rush is still on cooldown. But we just keep an eye out for those. Unfortunately, a lot of the beasts in this game can kill you very quickly, especially with on-touch spells. And on-touch spells, you don't really see how quickly it's happening. You can kind of just drop dead in this game. Which I suppose, you know, it's not too much of a suspension of disbelief to believe that people could just drop, you know. Unfortunately, some people have like aneurysms and things like that. A couple of Nyx hounds here. Can I take on some Nyx hounds? Suppose I'm going to have to. I've been playing at a higher difficulty too long, man. Yeah, I can definitely take on some Nyx hounds. Now we're missing a lot of these hits because my my fatigue is very, very, very low. In this game, fatigue is... that's crazy, man. This is Balmora again. Did we miss a turn-off? Caldera Mine? To the southeast? Is that what they said? Caldera Mine. The hills north of the Caldera Mine. The Caldera Mine is to the southeast. And we are, yeah, kind of fine to the south of Caldera right now. I feel like I forget where this quest location is all the time. Alright, well. We got a bit turned about. That happens. That's what makes the adventuring. Now... yeah, a mine will be in these hills, right? Like, that's definitely what it's about. Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Aldaroon. Or is the mine to the, oh, okay. I was worried it was going to be an elite for a moment, or an alti, or whatever they're called. Those mouths with legs over there. Let's ask for those directions again, because I swear they told me south of Caldera. Or are they saying that Caldera is southeast of the mines? Because, yeah, I'm fairly sure you need to leave the town to the north to find it. Someone in particular? Oh, yes, the Governor's Hall, thank you. I'm looking for the mining company. Ebony Mines are southwest of the village of Caldera. Okay, if you look, head straight west from town, swing around south into the bowl of the mine through a gap in the mountains. Or try climbing over the mountain. Brother, please. Okay, so he's saying we should actually head out west rather than head out south. So let's head out west and then swing around south. This is the western exit. And there we go. We're going to swing around that way. He also just said just fucking climb it. Get good. It's yeah. Oh, you know, how did you get to China? Oh, yeah. I've just climbed at Himalayans, you know, got good. That's not good. We are here on the job. I'm going to avoid a naked man standing in the middle of the road. It looks like that's the place for us to go as well. It feels like something's attacking us. Can't see anything, but we made it over here without attracting aggro from a man on the street. But yeah, or at least there is a path over here. A Scathe Claw plant. They're pretty with the purple. And what are we looking for here? We're looking to catch our breath before we go any further. And there is a fella over here. Alvaleg, how do you do? Little of this, little of that, don't we all, buddy? Don't we all? Yeah, so he's certainly a learned fellow. He knows some things about the guilds. He knows a little bit of thing about thievery. He knows a little bit about the law. Maybe you'd like to join the Thieves Guild. Okay, so he is definitely a Thieves Guild agent. We're going to ask him about Telvanni agents, and he's going to say, geez. Hopefully we can take him down. He has got some pretty decent agi by the looks of it. And he has a heal. Oh god. Okay. Thankfully being up in his face while he's trying to use a bow was enough. Iron Longsword, that is an upgrade. And we'll take his bow and arrows as well. Dragon Scale Tower Shield, that is a very substantial upgrade. An Imperial Chain Cuirass. Extravagant Shoes. And we've got to restore health here as well. We're looking to avoid getting caught, so I'm actually going to dispose of his body before we get any closer. And, yeah, maybe just heal ourselves up a little bit. I don't have any healing spells. So let's just rest up until we healed. Alright, well, we know where we're heading. Unfortunately, there is going to be a couple of guys in here. I think I'm just going to need to wait around for my adrenaline rush. When's that going to be? Still on cooldown? Okay, we're back. Adrenaline rush is off cooldown. Let's find out what it's about. Now, I think being in here, they're going to attack me on sight. Obviously, our sneak skill is really, really bad. Let's try and make some ground if we can. Just to get slightly closer. And there are 3 of them, and they do find me out immediately. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Adrenaline rush is good, man. Longblades 52, love it. Oh. Adrenaline rush is wild. Oh, spark sword. Good bit of gear there, a couple of potions, fire shield. Oh, and what about you? A wooden staff. I do like a blunt weapon staff. Summon skeleton. They didn't get a chance to use that, which is great for me. Some light armor, fortify health, fortify speed. We can leave them with that. Is there going to be anyone else around? While the adrenaline rush is active, we should just go find them. It definitely feels like you're having an adrenaline rush. There you go. Alright. We correctly used our adrenaline rush. Ooh. Let's rest up and dry off. And, there is something down here. There you go. See if we can grab it. Ooh. Inspect the chest. Trapped. Damn it. Okay. Well, at least we're underwater and there was fire. I should not have clicked that so quickly. Wow. I do have a probe for that reason. Good for now though. That Dragon Scale shield is a really great find. Let's see if they have anything else to tie us over. A A little bit of gold, a little bit of gold, a little bit of gold. Now they are prepared to trap things, so let's not just click around randomly. Check if they're trapped. Grief, Sajama, they're great pickups. Yes, so you are trapped. Let's disarm that first. Trap disarmed. And now we'll hit them with the unlock. And we have some grief. More grief? Sure. Cruel frost arrows. Oh, lovely. They're not really worth an amulet of far silence. Silence for 10 seconds on target, a ranged silence. That's a very good find. More cash dollars. Alright. And the main purpose of taking this job was to get ourselves cashed up for the coming tasks, and also to gain a little bit of reputation advancement. So we are definitely feeling confident and comfortable from here to go dungeon diving through a Dwemer mine for the puzzle box. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Caldera. We could use a teleport. What time is it? Can't rest here, enemies nearby. Cliff Racer? Maybe. Let's just cut across. We do know our way from here because we have learned the road, and coming down was a lot easier than going uphill. They're not going to teleport. We just need to make our way back to the Mages Guild in Caldera and use the teleport service there instead. So yeah, we're definitely feeling comfortable to go take on the Dwemer mine here for the puzzle box. And with that range silence, actually, it's going to be really, really good for the man on the bridge. Because he is a destruction spellcaster, and he also summons a skeleton. We don't know that, though. So it's just going to be really, really, really convenient when we get there. Guild of Mages.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Do you barter? No, only spells. You barter, I think that you're cashed out? Yeah, oh yeah, we cashed you out earlier. I suppose. Do you now?
How can I help you?
Kashira. Now you, Ajira, you're cashed up as well, aren't you? Yeah, 800. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Silence, restore health, will keep. Fortify health, fortify luck. Restore luck, grief. Fortify speed. Fortify speed's not bad. Cash is better for now. I'm just probably gonna forget to use it if I'm honest. 235, how about it? Yeah, beautiful. I'm not interested in actually working for the guild. Now we're back in Balmori though. We're gonna call it a day though. Let's rest up and make another early start tomorrow. Jesus. One of the mods I have installed is just a little bit of a delay on the expansion packs. So what's it called? UI? No. Graphical herbalism? No. Magica regen, script extender. Mule? Is it baked into Mule? Oh, it's baked into the UI expansion here. And so what it does is it just gives me a little bit of reprieve from like hearing rumors about soul slime from day one, like minute one of arriving on the island, and hearing getting attacked by assassins in the early game, because the assassins, they're not too hard to kill, and they also trivialize your money. Just going off. Alrighty, and that chain queers. I would love to grab a complete bone mold set here. Draga armor is very cool too. We have this dragon scale shield. But I think definitely upgrading to the full bone mold set is going to be the way to go. give us that helm. Where was the helm? Here it is. Do I want to take the buggy one or do I want to take the Starship Troop one? They are the same. You. And one of you, please. And we'll sell you back this Imperial gear. It's best not to be, I think, wearing Imperial when we're going to go out to the Ashland Waste. It's very, very much better for us to try and fit in where we can. What about 285? Give us the old 3%, mate. Yeah, beautiful. And looking schmick. That's a look. That's a look right there. Yeah, love it. Ah, yeah, it's still a bit of a long hat. All right. Well, we've already received directions on how to find the puzzle box. We chat with that fellow in the Fighters Guild yesterday. And so we're going to get them back with a 24-hour turnaround. Hopefully. I feel like we're doing athletics level fairly soon. Yeah. So with the mule mod, what it does is it just gives us a bit of granularity in the leveling of our skills and the leveling up of our major attributes. We still have our our levels up every 10 points, but it shows us our progress towards those, and it also gives us some of those attributes early as we level up, and that's weighted. So rather than, if you've ever played Morrowind like vanilla, with the leveling scheme, if you've ever thought to yourself, hey, I want to get like maxed out attributes and maxed out stats, you'll realize pretty quickly that it's rather difficult, because when you start to reach level 100 in your major and minor skills, you can no longer yeah, it looks like there's a man on this bridge here, so we're just going to rest up before we go. You realize that you run out of the ability to level up things very, very far. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be crossing this bridge. He's going to attack us, the blue here. He's going to stance up. We're going to switch to our Amulet of Far Silence. We're going to hit him with that amulet, and then we're going to say, okay. Oh, tell you what, that's one of the cleanest fights against Snowy Granius I've ever had. This amulet's dope, man. This is OP, by the way. Like, if you've ever played Heroes of Might and Magic, or if you've played like Heroes of New Earth, the old Hon, or Dota, like a ranged silence is absurd. Like there's a ooh, Ebony. We'll grab that on the way back. And yeah, ranged silence is just absurd for those reasons. Now we do get told by this in our journal to spend this crank, and we'll dive on in there. Wow. What do I want to be carrying around on my... Yeah, maybe the silence. We'll keep the silence on the bar. And heading on down here, we're expecting to see machines. We've been told that these guys left machines and traps, so we're going to want to be careful, but we can see bandits here as well. So we already know. Flynn, sure. Oh, he's in combat. Coming straight for us. A steel dagger. I can wear a belt. And wear some a nicer shirt and some nicer pants. Rather than the scuffed commoner shirt that we've been wearing. There you go, but they have some shoes. Oh, those are expensive, so I'll keep them. What have we got? Cells of the Hollow Hand. Let me just see if I want to turn the brightness up a little bit, actually. Video gamma correction. Let's just... Is that a little bit better? Look, that might be a little bit better as we get out. Real-time shadows. That might be a little bit worse as we get out, but certainly, yeah, it does look much better here in... Ooh, a diamond. Ooh, some gems. Man, we're finding the good stuff in here, actually. Ornate Dwemer Goblet. And a Dwemer pitcher. How much can we carry? 175 out of 300. Yeah. Weeping Bell Hall. We'll just catch our breath. Can't rest here, enemies nearby. Weeping Bell Hall it is. So we do see someone there. We're going to evaluate if they're a mage and prepare to silence them.
You've lost this round.
Got them. Oh, what have we got there? Iron Tanto? We're fine with it. Back here, Heaven's Gallery. Hit him with the silence. I'm not sure what he's good for, but maybe he's not wearing any gear, so I thought maybe he would conjure some gear. Steel dagger, yeah. And there you go, there's a good reason to silence people ahead of entering combat with them, in case they would conjure gear. The left side is trapped there. Let's open up the right side. And both these sides are untrapped. Okay, it's just a bedroom. It's kind of funny, if they didn't put a bed in there at all, I would never have thought about beds in this game. But now that they did put in a bed, I'm thinking, okay, well, where's the rest of them? There's only one person around till you get to sleep. 3 if they take shifts. That's great. A steel spear. Some gloves. Can we wear gloves under our braces? We can. That's great. That's great. Guys, come on, put up some railing or something. Look at that. Totally exposed. Someone's going to lose an arm. This one's not even... Where is that connected? Yeah, you're not even hooked in there. It's literally just a hazard. A weight of 50. That's insane. Have we got more gems? Oh, Dwemer coins. This is the good shit. A bowl. Take a bowl. Goblets. We'll take some goblets. An armorer's hammer. And a lockpick. Love it. Let's actually take a bit of the hammer in while we're here. We'll just expend it, get the XP out of it, get the value. Without needing to carry it around. Alright, we'll leave that open just to remind ourselves that we've been through Hall of Centrifuge. We're heading back up, I think. We should head this way first. Where was it? Was it down here? Yeah, Heaven's Gallery. We'll just catch our breath again. And we're ready to silence if we see someone. Okay, I missed. thankfully he's not a magic user. Couple of desks. Got a candle. They're all empty, except for a big old cog. Ah, here we go. We're getting to the good stuff. Pit of lava. What's my acrobatic skill? Acrobatic skill is not even listed. Oh, here it is, 5. Okay, we have the minimum level of... Yeah, we have the minimum level of acrobatics. We're not making that. Let's just get out of here without losing our character. That's no good. That is no good. There are lots of times where I might have... where you might have save scummed that. Surely he's a magic user. No? Thank you. Okay, beautiful. Got away easy with that one too. Yeah, there are lots of times where you would try and save scum that, but on a hardcore character, no thank you. I'll just not need to know what's over there. Scrap metal, that's quite heavy. We'll leave it. These can have gems and such in them. There's one more over there. Oh, there's a chest here as well. Lock level 5. No traps. Love to see it. Dwemer boots. Heavy armor, 300 value. And a dwarven spear. That is excellent. A Dwemer coherer. The coins are phenomenal as well. I feel like this might be very much worth having, but it's very heavy and I don't remember what it's for. So I'm just going to make my character's assessment, and my character says this is heavy as shit. I'm going to leave it. Empty. We can take these. We got a bag full of dwarven silverware. Here's what we've got going on. Some goblets. Someone leave some coins in their drawer? They did. Always leaving coins in the drawer. A pitcher. Pitcher for 8. We can fit a pitcher. Sure. Alright, we are reaching our cap, and I didn't buy that I didn't buy any feather spells, although we do have alteration as a skill. I have not yet been able to buy any spells for it. Hopefully when we're cashed up here that we can. One day. It's only level 32. Okay. Maybe if I come at it from the left. God. Oh, finally. Alright. These are heavy. Current armor rating of 10 compared to our boots armor rating of 20. Yeah, the stats do really level out there. But we're good to go in. And again, I am prepared to silence on sight. What have we got here? We got the trapped door. We've got a regular door. If the door's trapped, a deep ore passage. Okay. Let's check the floor first. I'll leave the trap door for now, because if it's trapped on one side, it'll be trapped on the other, so no one's coming through that until I unlock it. Let's just check I'm alone down here first. Oh, there is a ghost. How much am I taking there? Oh god, destruction magic. Ghosts. Do I need... Oh, okay, so we are taking hits there. Thankfully not enough for me to need to switch to Adrenaline Rush. It's off cooldown anyway. We get that goop. Get that goop, baby. Let's rest. Oh, we can't rest up yet either. There are enemies afoot. Another ghost. Okay, we know they can maybe only deal us a quarter health, unless there are spells I haven't seen yet. Thankfully, our magical item is still magical, even if it's out of charge. Can heal yet. I can't. How about over here? No good. Okay. We can take a spider. It's not looking great, actually. This spider dealt a lot. It's eyeball. Can we rest here? Still can't rest. Jesus, scraps. We really shouldn't be delving down further. There could be centurions or spiders. Can we see a door? Okay, it's not trapped or locked or anything like that, but we can heal up and rest up. Alright. Ebony. Yes, please. We're very close to being over encumbered. An ancient Dwemer door key. Let's use the hammer up. Beautiful. And we've got a cabinet here. Is there something above there? Steel Dwemer closet. No. A coin? Love it. Love it. Okay. So this is actually just a little bedroom. Just some living quarters, which is great. Not dangerous. We're very close to our limit here. I might need to put some of this stuff down. Maybe the bowls go. And take this picture. Yeah. What else? The goblets. The goblets are fine. Yeah, these boots are fine. Maybe they're steel. We'll find out. We'll find out. Is there something this way as well? No, that's the way we came from. Yeah, beautiful. So we've effectively gone the loop here, which is great. And here's the same bedroom, and we can head out this way again. Yep, great. Alrighty, so that is cleared. There was, I believe, another door over here for a deep ore works. So let's head down there. Oh, there's this trapped door, of course. Trap disarmed. Got it in one, maybe? Don't forget to not touch the other side of the door. Lock level 40. Any gems? Any gems? Okay, there is a spider. And let's not die. Okay. Spider. Love it. Clean. Clean, clean, clean. Alright. Scraps. A diamond. There we go. Okay, and we have our lockpick. Let's see about chest level 40, too complex. It is in fact too complex for me. I'm still only level 15 security, I think. What did I do to my character screen, man? Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, we're only security level 15 security at the end of the day. Yeah, still fairly low. Deep ore passage. Let's catch our breath. Spider. Any centurions? Anything else? Any ghosts? No, thankfully. Maybe it's not wise to keep digging when I'm already so close to my weight limit. What would that be dropping? Yeah, I've got some tableware. Can definitely leave that hanging around. Centurion spider. It looks like there's something up there worth grabbing if I can make my way up. Might have to circle back around, or might have to come back with a teleportation. Or, sorry, a levitation. The cave might wrap around, I suppose. We'll find out. A ghost. How's our amulet doing? We've got a little bit of charge. He resisted my silence. Okay. We're just going to knock him down. And there you see the mule with a level of long blade. We actually got a level of strength on the way up. Through as well. And we have a spider here to clean up too. Alright, we're just going to rush this one down and we're going to rest up afterwards. With our fatigue this low. Yeah. Yeah. Messy. Messy kill. Alrighty. Let's equip Adrenaline Rush again. Just in case we do get ambushed. Got a block in there as well, which is sweet. Alrighty. Interesting looking room. Can we stick to the... We can. Hup. Anyone over here? No. And we make our way up. Stairs. Or a shelf. Maybe we can climb the railings here. Is there anything up there anyway? Okay, railing. Man, the hitboxes on this railing are wild. It's shaking me all around. Okay, so it looks like I do need to come back with a levitation to make any further progress here. I hope the puzzle box is not over there. I know it's not. My character doesn't though. We're just making some little notes here to come back with levitation for these deep halls of the lava chamber. Let's just catch our breath. And for this one too, we don't know that the puzzle box is not up here. I don't think the puzzle box is mentioned in our journal except that it's somewhere in here. Rat. A little cube with circular designs, some symbols. Yeah, so all we know is that we're looking for a little cube with some circular designs. We don't know where it is in here. So we are spec'd into minor specialization in alteration. So we certainly can take levitation as a spell. But we have cleared out this wing. We're going to start heading back up. Heaven's Gallery. And I believe it's through here. What time is it? 1 AM. So our character is very close to exhaustion at this stage, which is why you definitely want like a high endurance stat for flavor reasons as well. Weeping Bell Hall. We have cleared this out prior, so we have done the loop here. I don't think we've been down this way yet. The Hall of Centrifuge. Let's find out. Yes, we have been through here. We came in this way. Yeah. What about you? What about you? The cells of the Hollow Hand. I don't think we have hung... Yeah, no, we haven't. There we go. Ah. Very well dressed fellow in red. What do we got here? A Dwemer Tube. Okay. A Dance in the Fire, Chapter 4. For another level of acrobatics. There we go. 2 levels of acrobatics here. A crate with a Dwemer coin. I think I'm probably leaving everything but the coins right now. We'll take Sajama, sure. You and you, no good. Scraps. Fire salts, more ebony. We can squeeze in some ebony. I might have to drop off these pitchers. Yeah, take a ruby as well. And we have checked these, I believe. Yeah, we have checked these as well. Yeah, beautiful. So from here we can head up. Now, we actually made the diversion coming into the dungeon overall. So we haven't even like really looked at the face of the dungeon yet. Here he is. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Is he a chopper mustache? No. I thought for a second he was the chopper mustache like my fella, but he doesn't have the mo. He's got a different look. It is crazy how few faces there are in this game. Let's just check around for any archers or anything first. And we're back here with the Selves of the Hollow Hand again. Ornate Dwemer bowl, a coin. Anything around here? An oven. A piece of paper. Oh. Jesus. Ooh. Alright, let's adrenaline rush for this one. Oh, 4 for 4. Boss Creto. With an expensive belt, thank you, Creto. We will take that. Scrolls of Odious Unhinging, that's going to be useful for me. Potion of Dispel. A little bit of cash. No wonder, mate, you're a bit sluggish. You stacked yourself up. With, 289 out of 555. Oh, Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush gives me temporary strength. I was thinking, did I get some feather or something? I've got an extra 50 strength, which has improved my carrying capacity. Oh, there's the puzzle box. Love it. We'll take that. The goblets. The goblets are good value. And nothing in there? Yeah. Well, we've got our puzzle box. Now, we do want to check the ground underneath us, just so we don't have anyone on our backs. And yeah, sorry, bud. I can fall out of the sky. Weeping Bell Hall. I think we have done Weeping Bell Hall already, and this is an alternative exit for it. Yeah. Heaven's Gallery. But let's just clear it out for good measure. Ah, I see. So this is the same room down there. These are those 3 desks that were completely empty except for a cog. Yeah, that's more like it. 301 out of 305. Just make sure we don't fall down. Bowl. Alrighty. And with that, we have cleared everything out, actually. So there's a little bit of capacity to come back here with levitation. And find... Oh, actually, we don't know what's in this room. Because those doors... Oh! We've wrapped back around. I must have never left this way. There you go. So we are completely done. Love it. Character time is 4 AM. We're calling it an all-nighter. to get this job done, we're going to head straight back to the Fighters Guild and turn in 2 quests. So one of them to kill 4 Telvanni agents and one of them to clear this dungeon. And my lord, has it been a big day. Coming out of here at 4 AM. Oh, can I do this with 7 acrobatics? Ah, there's a crate there with torches right at the front anyway. How do we get out of here? Is there like a... Oh, I was looking for a crank, but there is no crank. So we do have a teleport if we so desire. I'll just tee that up. We'll try and walk back if we can, but I think at this stage, from an RP perspective, you know, it's our character's been up literally. Oh, there's ebony in here if I recall correctly. There is, and let's leave behind some chaff. Rising force. Oh, is rising force our levitation? Oh, we could go back and finish that. Cure common disease. We'll leave these mugs. That's fine. Yeah. So it has been a bit of a journey to get in and get out of there. We did end up clearing the entire thing, short of levitation, and our character is spent. He's a gregarious fellow with very high endurance, but it is 4 AM and he's been going the entire time. So let's just have a stroll back. Gonna run straight for the Fighters Guild. Some good levels there though, a couple of long blade levels, acrobatics levels. We ticked over athletics in between as well, which is great. This way I think. And what else we hit? We got a lot of block experience as well. And one pip of medium as well. So it's good. Good bit of development. It's only one little dungeon. This game's so big, man. This game's so big. Like, this is like the first quest in the game. And if you take it kind of from an RP perspective, you'll spend a lot of the time. A lot of time in game. And now we're getting rained on. It's okay, we have a potion of cured disease. I wonder if people on like Morrowind and people in the Elder Scrolls universe care at all about getting sick. Because they're dealing with like black plague, blight, that deforms and transforms your body, and they're like, yeah, you know, whatever. And if someone is diseased, they're just like, oh, you know, we don't want to have anything to do with you. You've got like rickets or whatever. But, you know, why do they care? You know, it's like 16 gold, which is similar to like the price of a warm meal. So realistically, there's nothing for them to worry about in terms of healthcare. It's also magical healthcare. So they should be able to solve literally any of their problems. The only thing they should care about is stuff that they can't cure, like actual blight. But the economics of these games are wild. Idis, Telvar, the agents. 400 gold. You put us through a lot there for 400 gold, huh? You've killed all the agents already. You took care of that. It wasn't. She's very insistent that it wasn't a Thieves Guild job. Perform more duties. Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I am seeing a man about a box. That box is Dwemer shaped. Hasfat? Yes. Yes. Give us those notes, buddy. I am cooked. I'll talk to you in the morning. We're going to sleep through till 12. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as though a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed amongst them. laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. This is a fairly common dream if you have sleep apnea. If you ever get those dreams where you're trying to run but it's in mud, or you're trying to yell but you can't breathe, you are having a sleep apnea episode. You should get a sleep study for a CPAP machine. So we're learning here a bit more about the Dwemer. We're learning more about Arcanthan, extensive on the surface and underground. So the old Dwemer ruins. We're learning about where to take them, the Foyotha sites and the Dwemer sites. Nuchlefdinth. Mesleft is in the Sheogorad region. It's cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. Newsheftling. Chelefdinth, I think is maybe the way that's meant to be pronounced. Dwemer language. Let's ask a little bit about history. Kaya says he's fed up with heroes. The Empire keeps sending them out here to the provinces to civilize things. Yeah, that's never really gone well for too many people. Goes well for a couple. It's pretty phenomenal how little matters about human society once you have sanitation down. Pretty much everything after that is give or take. Block.
I don't know if I like this.
How much cash do we have? We've got almost 1,000 and they've got a lot of value. Let's sell out. Our character is probably still very overtired. I think we're going to take this one as a rest day. And not do anything by way of training. We're going to talk about our next job here. A code book. Our client wants in the hands of Sotilde at the South Wall in Balmora. Another Thieves Guild related quest. I take full responsibility. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure thing, boss. Great. So she wants to throw us in there to some wolves amongst the Thieves Guild. We're definitely cautious about getting caught up in either Fire's Eyes machinations there, her little game with the Thieves Guild. But we are here for our deal with Kais. So really at the end of the day, we've just been using the Fighters Guild to make a little bit of cash to get ourselves kitted out. We are kitted out at this stage, so we can probably disregard the Fighters Guild from here on out, unless we do need to continue our cover. The other cover story we're going to go for is as a pilgrim, because that does give us the opportunity to either go out and about amongst the world. If there's action to be had there, we can go as a mercenary. If there's no action to be had there, we can go as a pilgrim. And yeah, these notes. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. Well, brother, we're having the day off for it. So. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Let's talk to Shan Gramazgob about the Nerevarine prophecies. The Ashlanders pass their customs down in poetic verse. That they do. How can you judge a job's difficulty? Location, opposition, and payoff. Long walks into the wilderness are usually tougher than local or town gigs. You'll tell me that, yeah. You're worrying me. Oh, the sugar tooth is concerned for our mental health, guys. That's great. That's great. Yeah. So we are being looped in with the temple here as well, which is a great next step. We do need to go to the Mages Guild now. I'm gonna take my teleport off my hotkey. Just whether I accidentally misclick it. But yeah, we can go to the temple and talk about these streams. It does seem like a worthwhile expenditure of the afternoon. We can also go chat with Margaret, and maybe we'll do that first. Get that out of the way before we take some personal time. over at the temple. I also have a lot to sell. So let's do that too. There is an alchemist in town, so we can hopefully sell a fair bit to that alchemist. You, and you. Keen to get you sold. Do we have any kit that we wanted to upgrade in terms of a purchase here? No, the answer is no. 275. Hit us up with a nice round one. Lovely. Did you put those on immediately? No, he's still wearing his regular shoes. Maybe he doesn't wear heavy armor. Some of the characters have some funny ways about them when it comes to gearing up. Anything you sell them. Now, you, buddy, I do want to sell you some junk. Sujima. Now, do I have a tube? I'm not sure about. Ebony. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. 480, what do you reckon? We can throw in Dance in the Fire. Let's throw in Dance in the Fire. 550? 560. Let's start with a 560. Rovi is pretty savvy. Nice. And what do we got? We're looking at... yeah, a trip to the Alchemist. We haven't stolen any diamonds from the Alchemist today, so we can actually sell some back to her. The Fighters Guild is also sending us into the Alchemist's den by way of the South Wall. So we're being sent to the code book. I went the complete opposite direction. Great. Getting lost in a 10-house town.
What is this regarding, Redguard?
Let's dip into the Mages Guild while we're still over this side of town. And maybe we can make some sales here as well. What do you reckon, Galbadia? Enchanting services. Incredible. That is worth having access to. Destruction, I shall train unarmored as well. That's a really nice one to have around. Now, yeah, so you have a good amount of cash. What about these Dwemer coins? Let's keep a couple of them. Give those back, please. So she has 900 to her name. And throw in the tube. Maybe 2 more coins. What do you reckon, 900 for that? Yeah, beautiful. I feel like I'm making good mercantile XP. Yeah, nice. And yeah, we still definitely need to go to an alchemist as well to sell the rest of these. We're up to 2,500 and 2,600 coins though, so we can maybe even buy a new sword. Yes, one of Caius's associates. Hello, darling. Now, we need the skull of Lavul Andrano. Find it in the Andrano ancestral tomb. We are given 2 scrolls of scorching. Beautiful. It's not necromancy. Since the Dunmer summon their own dead to guard tombs and defend their family, it's sacred necromancy is righteous. There's a lot of cope here. She's definitely not an alchemist. So south of Plagia, just off the road, just before the fork where the road goes southwest towards Sadanin and southeast to Vivek. So another way to say that is we can start in Sadanin and walk towards Plagia. There's a couple of nice, interesting quests to run into over there. There's some interesting people. There's a pilgrim escort quest. I believe there's an errand delivery quest for someone's glove or something for our lovers, something or other. Here we go. Now, while we have the capacity to focus on the main quest, I think I would like to We will be diverted by the main quest quite a lot, though, to the other houses and such. Can I sell you these ingredients? She's got 3,000 cashed up. Dispel, disease, Flynn, fortify. Yeah, we can let these go. That's fine. I don't want to carry him anymore. 305. Golden. If we can upgrade the sword, that would be the next place to look for. So iron is very, very low material strength. Alternatives are like steel, dwarven, orcish, glass, Daedric, summoned. Like, yeah, we have a lot of options for improving our sword quite substantially. But yeah, let's make a trip to the temple about these dreams. We'll join the temple while we're there. As, you know, both a cover and as being genuinely interested, I think. And the temple is going to send us on a pilgrimage. And we're going to keep that pilgrimage in our back pocket. Down here. Let's seek a blessing first. I don't have any debuffs? No. Yeah. But these dreams are a little bit concerning. So, let's take a blessing. And let's join the temple. Now, they do have access to some interesting medium armor as well, which will be good. Oh, can I sell you more? Scrolls, yeah. No, that's a healing scroll. We'll keep that. Sermons of Vivek. These are skill books, so that's quite nice to have access to. Rhaenys Athris in the Balmoral Mages Guild has something against wizards who aren't in the guild. I think it has something to do with her parents who were murdered by the old Telvanni Archmagister. Yeah, I don't know, this dumb bitch, you know, she's just prejudiced against the wizards. They just murder their mum. Sometimes, man. What a world. Almalexia, Sothasil, Vivek, Tribunal. Yeah, we're hearing about all of them. Can we join the temple? Join. I suppose not with you. Maybe it's upstairs. It's upstairs. Not downstairs. Yes, this way. But yeah, I don't know why she doesn't like them. They just murder their mum. Yes, let's please join the temple. Now we have to go on the pilgrimage, the 7 graces. And we'll take the pilgrim's path and we will read it. And it will tell us about these locations. It's actually a great book to have because it does tell you a lot about how to actually do the quest. It also unlocks a lot of locations in the map for us. So we already had Nesis. Now we've also got the Coal Cave. We already had Ghost Gate. Now we've also got Fields of Kumu there as well. And all of Vivek. Alrighty. I've gained an additional level. There you go. Our athletics just increased in the middle of, we leveled up right in the middle of the temple floor. It was a bit indecent, if you think about it. But yeah, we're dangerously close to pulling another all-nighter, so let's rest up. Oh, we did pull an all-nighter. Damn it. Let's rest up. Let's just pretend that I didn't accidentally pull an all-nighter there. And get back on the road. So we're heading to this ancestral tomb. The best way to get there is going to be to head south of Pelagiad. The best way to head to Pelagiad, though, is not to walk there, it's to head to Seythenin and walk north. So we're going to do a bit of a back trace and head to Seythenin, and then Yeah, reach the tomb on the way to Pelagiad, as opposed to getting to Pelagiad and walking south from Pelagiad to the tomb. And you, buddy? He doesn't see us for 3 days and we come back in full kit.
Where would you like to go?
Pelagiad. Now that we are back in Seydanine, there are a couple of things that we could do, and I think what we're going to do is after we do the tomb, I'm going to swing back to Ariel's. That's the road to Vivek, yeah. After we do the tomb, I'm going to swing back to Ariel's and chat with some people there and make it a good excuse to do some of the quests around. Seydanine. Yeah. The Andrano Ancestral Tomb is south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before the fork where the road goes southwest towards Seydanine and southeast towards Vivek. Okay, well this is the fork. So it must be just over here. It is. There you go. When the directions are good. Now we have our amulet of silence equipped. If we do need to hit a bone walker, if we do need to hit a wraith. Yeah. Buddy, what did you do? He's got the flies and everything, man. Shrine of Saint Veloth. Civi Restoration. Ooh. Yeah, so that's why silence is strong, even against non-casters. Did he hit us with strength down? He didn't. Thank you. Long blade up. Very nice. Ooh, flame arrows as well. Very cool. Bone meal for the bone walker. Oh, that is a long drop. Okay, I do not have the acrobatics level to confidently do that. My bloke here falls like a stack of bricks. He is very dense though, so we're kitted up, and we're not going to be moving. It's a ranged one, so let's try and bait it over. Yeah, beautiful. Can I get a hit? Oh, my fatigue is too low. Skeleton archer, more iron arrows, very nice. Alright. We certainly can't rest. Let's have a look-see. Oh, I've got my... Nice. Oh, buddy with the hammer. Alrighty. We got away with that one pretty easily. What's here? Some fire salts? I'll take some fire salts, thank you. As long as I'm already coming in for a skull, I'll take some salts as well. No more bone walkers, just a skeleton. Nice. Ooh, with an iron wakizashi. Short, oh, it's a short blade. Anything? No. Anything? No. Chokeweed. Bungler's Bane. Hearing some whispers. We'll leave that. That's a bit... An offering needs to be pretty juicy for me to want to take it away. A Nordic battle axe and a repair prongs. Let's use these actually. Keep ourselves repaired up. Repair prongs are the weakest kind of repair tool. used up. That's a-okay. Okay, let's head down there in a moment. I suppose they both go down, don't they? Ghoul heart. Small chest with corkball root and some hound meat. Alright, well I guess we're heading the other way. Now, and if we see a bone walker, I am silencing on sight, because they do a lot of... yeah. That's the one. Let's kill this Skilly Bones first. Thankfully I've got a fairly high armor class, so I'm not too worried about hammer. Let's get this door though. And we're going to silence the Bone Walker. Yes, there we go, thank you. They do strength damage, and they can overburden you as well with that strength damage. It's really, really pretty shocking. But this is where we need to be. This is the Skull of Lavul and Drano. We can also take a Dagger of Judgment. Short blade, one-handed, damage, endurance, damage, strength. Yeah, that's a good one. 36, that's a level in unarmed. I'll take it. And we have here a native Garjulan Bomber helm. Oh, that's a good look. That's a good look. Some crappy little potions. Man, these whispering ghosts. They've really got a couple of them around, eh? You reckon they're just gossiping about everyone that comes through? Surely after being dead for like generations, all they can do is gossip. Homilies of Blessed Almalexia. We'll leave that one. I'll get a copy at the temple, that'll be fine. Let's make our way out of here. We're gonna follow... why did it do that? Oh, you know what it's done? It's because I equipped... It's because I changed my equipment whilst the inventory was... whilst an item inventory was open, so it overwrote my my character UI. So that's what happened there. Yeah, we've definitely got a good enough reason to go to Ariel's trade store and chat about the gossip and maybe get some jobs for the Seidenine. We haven't done the Seidenine quests at all. We already did that room. What time is it? 5 PM. Yeah, so we are going to stay in Seidenine tonight as well. And also our character's sleep schedule is fucked too, so... yeah, so maybe there's not too much urgency. We might even be able to do the Fargoth quest. Which does involve staying up overnight and watching Fargoth during the night. Oop. Sorry for the flashbang. Just considering if I need to turn the brightness back down. I did turn the brightness up a little bit for some caves. It's looking... yeah, it's looking pretty good actually, I think. And now, so we want to hear a rumour about that cave over there, because it's a good enough reason to go in there. We can occasionally find some nice gear, and we're certainly well equipped enough to take it on to look for upgrades. We also probably want to find the tax collector, and we also probably want to do the Fargoth quest. And we can hear about all of it from Ariel, actually.
You've been wounded.
Yes, yes I have. Yeah, Friska upstairs is having some financial trouble, telling us to practice our skills on creatures and outlaws. Popular potions. Here we go. I think it's time to buy this Hearth Heal spell. If we can buy a alteration spell around as well, that would be nice. Keen to sell you some junk though, buddy. Have a ghoul heart, have a fire salts, have a very important book. Have a helm. Fireblade, Dagger of Judgment. How much money you got? You got 926. Okay, yeah, we're looking pretty good actually in terms of sales. And I would like to buy another probe, and I would like to buy these 5 lockpicks. Tell you what, 280. What do you reckon? Nah, that one's a bit rich, even for you. 275. Okay, I'll give you a change. I'll give you a change. And Riskar, recover some gold. Talk about Fargoth's hiding place. Yes, we will. And Alone's here as well. So we know Alone is here because she's a member of the Blades, and we have heard all about her. She will tell us all about a lot of places and maybe even put them on a map. Vivek. The rest of these we've heard about. And what about training? Long blade, medium armor, and athletics. 3 incredible skills. I'm limited here. My speed limits me to level 42 training for athletics. We're actually over our speed cap right now. But yeah, having access to medium and long blade training there is great. That's what we're going to end up spending more of our money on than gear. Got 3,000 left. So we can buy about 5 levels. It's 5 PM already. And can we buy a room? Do we need to talk to her to buy a room? Alone. Buy a room. No.
You're on, Your Honor.
Do I talk to you? Some fool lost Mentor's ring. It's in a tomb along the bitter coast. Well. Interesting. We can't find a room, and we've just heard that there is a tomb along the bitter coast. So I think we are going to go have a look-see and also post up in the wilds for the night. We just developed amazing character motivations to go out there and get it done. I'll kill a crab. One. Bang. And you too. So we're actually just going to be searching the coast here, like legitimately searching. And we find, yeah, here he is. And we legitimately find the taxman here while actually searching for the Mentor's ring that we have a rumor for. That's great. I didn't realize there was a rumor to learn that. But we get this tax record. What time is it? It is 7 PM. Yeah, so it's definitely more than enough time to go back and report this murder. It's not RP, but I'm just going to cross the river. I need water walking. Maybe I can learn water walking soon.
What's this about?
Hey, Fargoth, how are you, bud? And we can report the murder to the Census and Excise office in here. Murder, yes, we found that. And let's go ask about the murder. So we'll talk to Fargoth first. Fargoth is a chatty fellow. To ask him about the murder, he tells us about the Athavir, the woman in the lighthouse. So let's head to the lighthouse Now the sun is going down as well, so we can follow the instructions set by Hriskar and watch Fargoth tonight as well. And you ask about the murder process is ring, seeing him get angry for Gilneth we learn about. There's a skill book up here as well. I think it's for hand to hand. Unarmored. Yeah. Alrighty. And let's rest it out. Maybe something like 2 AM. Ah, here he comes. There's our boy. He's sneaking with a torch. Ugh. Which I suppose should tell you everything you need to know about him. Hey, stay and feel the view. But he's going to turn around and make his way over to this log over here. Oh, sorry, just having a stretch. Oh. And my spine is going pop, 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 pop. Oh. There we go. Now he's done it. Let's just wait for him to step away. There we go. Beautiful. So we can knock out both of these. We can head over there and check his little hiding place. And we actually get the ring back. I'll leave him his ring. Yeah, he likes it. And we can take a lockpick as well. That's great. And also we know to ask around with Foreign Gilneth. So Foreign, we do want to ask you about that murder. There's no excuse for murder. And he's going to have at us. Eventually. There he goes, yeah. Sorry, buddy. I am way more geared than you are. He has a skill book too, actually. Mercantile. Now he has that ring of Process. And we'll go deliver that back. And we'll also go report the results of the murder investigation. We did get an admission out of Foreign, which was really convenient. Just he folded under no pressure, admitted to it, and attacked like a deputized official. So yeah, kind of made every mistake he could make in the book. It is convenient when the characters just act in a certain way that lets you solve the problems with violence, especially when my character is significantly stronger than everyone else around, right? Socius, we've done it. Thank you. Another 500 Gs. Nice to get paid so early in the morning. And we're just going to resolve this little thing with Hriskar. For our reputation alone, because we do know Elone in there. And Hriskar did give us the tip about the job. Here we go. Oop, I accidentally clicked to get him out of the way. And Fargoth's hiding place. Yeah. We like the little guy. Now you've got a rumour for us. You have to visit the House of Earthly Delights in Suran. You have to, do you? Thinking of what to do with our day today, we can go searching for that ring. Nice to get some training in as well. What time is it? 4 a.m. Yeah. Let's make an early start on the hunt, on the search, and head out. And we can find the Mentor's Ring, which shouldn't take very long actually. It's not very far at all. And we're well equipped to deal with, I believe it's a wraith and a skeleton. And also we can rest up a little bit once we're out of the town borders. Here we go. Are you a live one? Yeah. So let's rest up a little bit. And 7 a.m. Yeah, beautiful. I reckon we can get the ring and get back to 17 before 12. And then we can be back on the bus to Balmora this afternoon. And then we can take a training day. Cliff races, and there is the tomb. We do spot it. Just coming back from the peninsula. Now, if we keep heading Tolvan's courage, rather. Here's our ghost. Down in 1. Yeah, we're well over leveled for this one in particular. Scroll of Hellfire. Oh, he resisted. He resisted again. He resisted the 3rd time. Jesus. Did we just copper minus? We did. We'll have to head back to the temple for that. You're annoying me, buddy. Okay, it's cleared. It's cleared already. Sure. That's trapped. Let's grab our probe. Got it. Security level as well. The key to his chest. The ashes of Lord Bryn. I'll leave old mate's ashes in there. That's fine. And we'll wear the Mentor's Ring. So the Mentor's Ring is an extra 10... an extra 10 intelligence and 10 willpower as well. Which is a nice one to have for... I can keep the sword in there. That's fine. And for the fire, yeah, that's fine. We're golden. We're golden. Willpower is good for magic resistance. So it's a nice little defensive ring. It also increases our maximum magicka up slightly, which will let us cast maybe like another hearth heal. Which reminds me, actually, let's fire some off. Can we hit it? We do hit it. Very nice. Restoration level 15, alteration level 15 as well. So yeah, being able to cast some water walking around is going to be good eventually. And shield as well. I mean, alteration. Alteration is very, very good as it's like a supplement to athletics. It can completely replace acrobatics with levitation. It can completely replace security with Odysseus' unhinging. It can completely replace armor classes with shield, or supplement armor classes with shield, I suppose, as well. It's a very, very powerful spec. Mysticism is good too. And maybe at some point I'll play a mysticism, maybe like, what do you call them, wood elves? A mysticism wood elf? With detect life and marksman and super stealth. And maybe we can play it like super low personality, really introverted, hide from everything and everyone. What are we doing back in town, man? What are we doing here? Talking about training? No, we're looking for the Silt Strider. Let's head on up. Back to Balmora. Wow. Back to Balmora. And we have a skull for a definitely not Necromancer.
Why walk when you can ride?
This smooth skin
Anything to sell? No, we're looking good. So in terms of training, I think the best way to spend your training and your money is going to be to raise the skills that you do need to have for reliability, but that you can't actually train that easily. So like destruction or things like that. Nerevarine cult. Yeah, let's ask about it. The Ashlander cult believes the long-dead hero Nerevar will be reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes. According to legend, the prophesied Nerevarine will cast down the false gods of the tribunal temple, them being Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotha Sil, and restore the traditional ancestor worship practiced by the Outlanders, drive out all Outlanders from Morrowind. Both Temple and Empire outlaw the cult, but it persists amongst the Ashlanders. And so this is what I was saying earlier with these guys have their own independent beliefs. They're not beholden. So the Nerevarine prophecies are related to those dreams that we've been having. Wise women interpret dreams and visions, pass them on to succeeding generations. The most common version of the Nerevarine prophecy is the Stranger. Did you know that Nerevar was once possessed the magical ring named One Clan under Moon and Star? Nerevar swore his promise to honor ancient Ashland traditions and land rights on this magical ring. Alteration. So we can actually take some alteration levels here and some restoration levels. And she also can train mysticism, so she's got really, really powerful skills. Let's ask about some spells though. Cure poison on self. That's worth having. Cure common disease on touch. Dispel on self. That's mysticism. It's a little bit trickier for us. Fifth barrier. 50 shield points for 30 seconds. Strong feather. Strong resist fire. Resist magic. We can take resist magic, I think. And we can take... yeah, shield spell. No water walking or water breathing, which is what I want to see there. We can ask around though. Spell, bound, earwig, burden, alteration of feather, paralysis, poisonous touch, shock. What about you, buddy? Maravan. Training in destruction, mysticism, and alteration as well. Yeah, alteration. Buoyancy, swift swim, 1 point. Okay. Yes. If you want 1 point of swift swim, I think you can also just take a bit of a shit. We'll open the door. Water breathing, water walking. There we go. That's the good stuff. Alright, I think we're set with our spells for now. And we should get back to Caius with these notes. Excuse me. Walking around with a strut, taking up 2 lanes worth of traffic. Alright, so we'll drop off these notes to Caius. I don't remember what the next quest is, actually. It might be to go somewhere related to the Thieves Guild. Or maybe to Vivek. We haven't been to Vivek yet. Caius. Yes, Nerevarine Cult Notes. I'd like to see you with a higher level of conditioning before I send you out again, so take some time to polish your skills and enhance your cover story with a little freelance adventuring. I agree. So apprentice rank effective immediately. Some spell scrolls. And I think, yeah, in terms of our polish, it is time we do get a little bit of levels underneath us. So let's go do some training. Training in, I think, yeah, alteration and restoration will be our best training in terms of avoidance of being killed. Security is also a good one. But we have that effective permission from Kai's. But we'll take a personal day. Yeah, he wants to see a little bit of polish under us before we can do that. Obviously, like, skills in the game are pretty ridiculously, like, over-leveled, right? Like, if you wanted to improve your sports conditioning in real life, you would need to train for probably a minimum of 6 weeks to then have the fitness to train for another 6 weeks for, like, a real conditioning regimen. And then maybe at the end of that, you would be well conditioned to do some amount of conditioned activity. Yeah, skills are obviously OP, but training. So yeah, we'll take alteration and restoration here. I think restoration is probably the more important of the two, because there's you've gained an additional level. Love to see it. Restoration is probably the more important of the two, because it is our way to heal ourselves.
You're not what I expected.
It's suddenly obvious to you. You just have to concentrate. All the energy and time you've wasted, it's a sin. It is indeed. Alright, let's cut that out. Mysticism, we're fine without. But yeah, so getting our restoration up, what, 10 points there, 11 points, and a little bit of alteration as well. With the mule mod, that did also, you can see it just kind of skipped our level ups there, because what it's doing is it's taking our skills and it's converting our skills into attribute points as we go, which just removes that really, really weird, like, level up irrelevant things to get anywhere in this game. It does mean that it's good to learn a lot of our miscellaneous skills as well, though, although they are very low, they're weighted very poorly towards our actual stats. One thing the mule does as well is it gives you a level of luck every level, which is something I end up doing anyway when I play like pure vanilla. Because if you don't take a point of luck every level, you'll never level up your luck. So got a good healthy 75 where I'm feeling good, definitely past like the low levels. Had a couple of characters die before being able to even hit this point when they still have like 30 hit points or 40 hit points, so this is definitely a huge improvement. What are we going to do next though? We're going to do we're going to say that level 4 is good enough to continue the main quest. Caius asked us to get a couple of levels under our belt, and we got 2. And he wanted to see us a bit fitter, and we got an extra, like, what, 25 hit points, which will be heaps. So I'm definitely keen to go back and collect some more orders, and I think from here it's going to send us to Vivek. Which, incidentally, like, we don't really need conditioning for these next batch of quests. They'll be running around and talking to people, and they'll be flexing our personality and our speechcraft. Our speechcraft's level 30? Yeah, level 30, so it's reasonably low. And I also spent all my cash. Oops. So maybe I want to go dungeon diving again at some point. Yes. 3 informants in Vivek, so I want to speak to Adhiranir, Helene, and Argonian Moragtong, and Mera Milo in a temple priestess. He does give us a bit of spending money to get it done. Congratulations, just get on with it. Indeed. Indeed. think I have a couple of coins left over as well. No, I just have Dance in the Fire. There is a lot of money in these scrolls if we do want to cash out. Thinking about having some cash on hand for bribes in particular. Bribes are very, very useful. And especially getting yourself over some humps in Speechcraft. But yeah, here in Vivek. Vivek looks great with these mods. Really, really, really good. It's good to actually be able to see it. In the vanilla game, you can't see beyond one canton, and just copy and paste it and you lose your way. You end up having to navigate via the minimap, right? So here, we want to talk to a Thieves Guild operative in St. Ohms, an Argoni in the Foreign Quarter, and a Temple Priestess. We can also actually get started our pilgrimage while we're over here, although it's... No, we don't need to be that efficient. Our pilgrimage is just a cover story at the end of the day. Now, I believe this one should be the Foreign Quarter. You can get, yeah, you can get some sneaky acrobatics around here as well. Foreign Quarter, Lower Wasteworks. We might be in here. We might be in here. Yeah. Yeah. Upper Wasteworks. Seren Orthren. I'm looking for the Black Shulk Corner Club. St. Ohms. Canton south of the Foreign Quarter. West of and next to the arena. Apothecary? Ooh. Oh, I've already sold everything I need to sell. Alchemist. Jabash's Rare Books. We will end up there at Jabash's Rare Books. Once we find Helene. So I suppose Helene's across the other side here. Yes, here we go. Black Shulk Corner Club. So Helene is in a bit of a dire situation. There's a bit of a Kill Bill situation going on. Yep, he's hitting us with the with the noir. Got issues with that filthy lizard. Well, we're taking him out of here. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Let's travel together. Yes, please follow me. Whoa. Whoa. Gonna have to adrenaline rush here. Because I have never seen these guys break out into violence before. I'm gonna have to equip the ring of fast silence here as well. Ooh. Jesus. Is that because I'm doing it at a higher level? I think when I've spoken to this guy in the past, they just let you through. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Steel throwing knives. Nah, I tell you what. Barman, they're all yours. Come on, Helene. Yeah. Man, we are G'd up with this adrenaline rush. What the fuck? He should snap to us. Yeah, there he goes. Thank you very much. Now, history of the Ashlands, Great House, False Incarnate. That's what we want to hear about. The False Incarnate and the persecution of the Nereravine. Nereravine? Yes. So, in the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple said that these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. The temple treats the Nereravine prophecies as heresy, and the temple imprisons and executes heretics unless prevented by imperial law. Since the Nereravine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere when the temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the temple, the particularity the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of the cultists. It is crazy, hey? So you've got two layers of garbage going on here, right? So you've got the he's got sneak training and acrobatics training. Nice. That could be good for some agility.
Such fine company. What?
Two layers of garbage going on there, right? So you know, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil go behind Nerevar's back and quite literally backstab him. And take the heart of Lorcan for themselves to become... No, I'm going to head south. This one's St. Holmes. Take the heart of Lorcan to themselves to become living gods. And consequentially... how do I get down? Do I have to pass back down through to the lower wasteworks? Oh, it's down here. Okay. And consequently, they take full control of Vardenfell and Morrowind as living gods. But they can't defeat the Empire. And so they become a vassal state to the Empire. And then to preserve their status as like a vassal state, they continue to persecute the tribespeople. It's just crazy, man. Brethren. Now this one should be St. Olms, I think. It is nice to be able to see them, hey. Arena Canton? Hlalu, Retherin, Tovani, St. Thomas. Oh, okay. Why is St. Thomas to the south of Arena if Arena is meant to be to the west of St. Thomas? Just confusing, man. Well, the directions are bad as well. A lot of the directions in this game are just bad, unfortunately. You know. Vivek is just a nightmare. But this one is St. Thomas, I believe. Yes, St. Thomas Canal North 3. Let's head up and look for our girl. What time is it? 10 p.m. So we might also be looking for a bed. Looking for a friend of mine. Do you know Adhurania? No. Well, someone's looking for her. A good citizen, perhaps. Yes. She might be in a little bit of hot water. Tailors and Dyers Hall. Brewers and Fishmongers Hall. Well, what we're looking for here is a place to have a kip. Maybe that name does sound a little familiar. Yeah. I'm afraid what you ask is impossible. Ooh. I'm spending a lot of money on these bribes, and his disposition's barely going up. Okay, maybe 60 is enough to ask about it again. No, we gotta get above 70. Yeah, okay, let's try 70. Yes. Okay, I know Adhurania, and if I know her, she'll be staying at the site as long as the census and excise agent is lurking around, probably down in the underworks. Look for the trapdoors. Okay. The Imperial Tax Agents, yes, we know all about them. We've had some run-ins with the taxman, Farmers and Labourers Hall, Tanners and Miners Hall. Okay. Go on. St. Thomas Canal Works. Can you tell me the one spot where the taxman won't bother you? Yeah.
What is this about?
Well, let's pop on down.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Getting caught in the clips. Down to the canal works. And yeah, then the underworks will be down even further. Well, they really do just have these like ancestor worship circles everywhere, hey. Alrighty, now we might have a rat or two down here. And we do. Let's take you out. And let's have ourselves a bit of a kip. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow we'll continue with this Blades quest, and then we'll probably end up seeing where it takes us, and then following Cassius's order a little bit further, maybe following a bit more of the Fighters Guild line or the Temple line. But for today, I'm just going to save up Dazza. Anywho, cheerio. I feel like, yeah, like and subscribe. Ciao, ciao, ciao.